Are you surprised he's not bought a more sort of creative international midfielder, or do you think he is relying on Cleverley to come through?
If you were to say, other than obviously Frank Lampard and Steven Gerrard, who's better as a creative midfielder? Who's the best creative midfielder in England?
You asking us?
Yeah, I'm
playing in the Premiership at the moment.
At the moment, you
could the Arsenal boy.
Cazorla or Hazard. Or...
No, an English player then. Who's the
well,
best?
That's always been England's problem. We don't create the old number 10.
Oxlade-Chamberlain.
We don't.
Do you not say Wayne Rooney would fit that bill perfectly?
No. Yeah, I think you're right, Johnny. I do. I think
absolutely perfect.
Yeah,
what's he created tonight?
Loads. He's talked about 6 chances.
Not watching the game.
No.
He's been putting balls inside fullbacks. He's been rolling Hernandez in. He's been rolling Tom Cleverley in. He's been outstanding, Wayne Rooney, tonight.
Would you like to see in there right now, then, Johnny?
What? See Wayne Rooney in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's perfect. Fits the bill perfectly. That's exactly why. If you think about it, when Van Persie's in there now, he's there to score goals. The pressure of scoring goals isn't on Wayne Rooney. He's there to create the goals now.
Okay, well, I know some Man U fans aren't always England fans, but I'll take a punt that you are. Would you like to see Rooney play in midfield for England?
Yeah, I think he'd do. And Gerrard, Lampard, they've said they can't play together. Well, everyone says they can't play together. I'd like to see him in there. What difference? In a friendly, midfield.
The only thing I disagree with Johnny there is, for Manchester United, they've got a world-class centre-forward in Robin Van Persie, so then they can afford to have a midfield. England haven't got a world-class centre-forward. Jermaine Defoe's doing okay, so I'd rather see him playing up front for England, because I think that's where you'll get.
You wouldn't rely on Welbeck. You wouldn't.
No, Wayne Rooney is a better forward than all of those. He's a better, but when he's got Van Persie up front...
Is he really? Has he ever done it for England since Euro 2004?
Well, when he was a kid, he came in, he was
brilliant. He was brilliant 8 years ago, but has he really done it as a centre-forward?
I don't think he's enjoyed playing for England. I don't think... When you see him playing for Manchester United at his pomp, like tonight, he's really enjoyed himself.
What was the game where he got sent off and he got his suspension? Montenegro. The first whatever minutes of that game against Montenegro, I thought that he was kind of dropping deep. He was being like the old quarterback. He was fantastic until he lost his temper.
Until he lost his temper, but there's your answer. He's one of them ones, when he plays up front for Manchester United, he gets loads of service, ain't a problem. But in the top games, he seems like he gets frustrated, and he seems like, because he's not involved every like 30 seconds. When he plays in the withdrawn role, like tonight, he's been the quarterback, although he's not playing that deep. He's the one who's been involved all the time.
He loses his temper because he's not playing for Man U, who hardly ever lose. That's why he only had 1 yellow card last season.
Yeah, but I think he loses temper when he doesn't get a lot of the ball. I think he's one of those ones...
It's also England aren't that good.
Yeah, well, and he gets frustrated. His body language doesn't look the same when he plays for England when he plays for Manchester United. He doesn't look like he's a happy... And everybody goes, oh, he's one of those players who needs to be fired up, he needs to be aggressive. He doesn't. He needs to be happy in himself.
If you've got any views on what we've been talking about or anything to do with football, then you can get in touch with us. You can tweet @SportsTonightTV.